Alright, and I'm back again for part 3 of 50 million at this point, it's going to be. As I said, I got the last one when it came out sometime last year, mid last year, as it didn't come out here till November. And I found it, like the US version, in a shop known as Forbidden Plan in Belfast. As I said, I really wanted to get it for quite a while though. I was looking for it though, and I know it was on eBay and that there, but I just didn't. But I wanted to get it sometime though. I just want to actually sort of, find if I can find it there, because it sort of has import games for like DS and that sometimes, and I can find it there, even if it was £30, which was but never. But it was worth the £30 because it's a brilliant game. It's my second favourite game for the DS, behind Chrono Trigger, which of course is a port at the end of the day, but still brilliant game, love it. And this one is just basically retains the great gameplay from the first one. It has like I love the sort of music in it though. There's just one thing I don't like about this one though. In the first one, they changed Luke's voice, and I don't like that. I really liked Luke's voice in the first one. In this one now, he just sounds so cockney. So he does. Leighton's apprentice strikes again. It just sounds so cockney now. So it does. Maybe probably did sound a bit cockney in the first one now, in a way. But I actually liked his voice though. It's just, Professor, I think I solved it. Sound like that, yeah. But I like the voice though. But I have to change his voice in this one, and I don't like it now. I just prefer the voice of Luke in the first game, but I know it's a bit of a gripe. I think Leighton's voice is pretty much the same. It's a good game, no doubt. Like, some of the puzzles are pretty difficult though. Actually, there's a handful of them thus far. I just don't know what the hell. And I actually was trying to find a solution for one, so I did. And then I found out actually that the US version of their puzzle is actually different to the one we have, which is just weird. Like, why is that? Like, why do we have different? It's like kind of the same thing, but it is actually changed. So it is. It's actually puzzle 30. So if you're in the US, you actually have a different puzzle number 30 to our one. Ours known as the wrong date. The US one's known as the secret message, which is the one with the fighting. We have to actually find the right date to the when the village was found, whereas you just have to find this message, I believe. I don't know if there's any other ones. Probably a few other ones is the same. So, but it's still a great game though. I really love the presentation of it though, and some of the puzzles are they're enjoyable nonetheless though. But some of them are just so difficult. They're fiendishly difficult, so they are. And some of the hints though, I feel are just, they just do the hints. Some of the hints are just useless. They don't give anything away though. Like, some of them are useful. It's like, oh right, but other ones like, okay, I'm still confused. I still don't know what the hell to do here or whatever. Still a great game nonetheless. I think that's pretty much all. This is the last one I have to show here. I actually finished this game finally. I think I showed it in a video blog or two a few months ago, and I actually came around and finally finished it, and that was Tales of Vesperia. And honestly though, you might find out why, but this is actually my favourite game of this year, because of the fact, I don't care, as I said, I've said this millions of times before, this game was released this year here in Europe, therefore I counted as this year here as a release, whereas it was released back in August in the US. It didn't come out here till June this year, which is basically 10 months after it came out in the US. And of course you have to feel like, I hate some of things like that now. Like, I don't know why, because Eternal Sonata, which was the same game from Namco, and like Tricascendo, it came out like, I think a month or two, I think it was like a month or something after it came out in the US, whereas this has to come out 10 months. Don't get it. But I absolutely loved playing this game though. I'm gonna actually go back and do few things though, just to collect a few things, like do the post-game dungeon, Labyrinth of Memories, and a few other things. But I put in about 74 hours in total, so I did. I was around level 73, 72, and I got all the fell arms. I fought like the final form of the true sort of form, you can say, of the final boss in the game, which was pretty hard because it was just 3 times I thought I was dead, especially when he did possibly the best sort of looking attack in the game, the best party attack in the game, known as Brave Vesperia, if you played the game, which is like the guild that Carol and Yuri, Carol forms and names, so like Carol and Yuri, who is like the main character in the game, sort of be a part of. It's just a brilliant game. I love the graphics. I actually think the voice acting in this game was pretty solid throughout. I loved probably all the characters I actually really liked though. There are some times though that sort of sometimes you got annoyed with the character, like Rita, who's just kind of whiny, is pretty much angry nearly all the time, but other times you just sort of let with what they said. And some parts were actually pretty funny though. Not laugh out loud hilarious, but there was just some humour in it as well. And it was just really a great RPG though. I really enjoyed it. Like, I don't finish a lot of RPGs. I tend to just sort of play them for a while and then probably, you know, something else just distracts me, and then I never play that game for like ages though. But this is one it just depends. So sometimes there's a game I just really want to find out what happens next, to just really get into, and therefore I just want to make sure I finish it. It happened with Lost Odyssey. I really enjoyed playing that game, and I continued on with it and did pretty much everything in that game, and I clocked in about 84 hours in total, 80 odd hours. So I did all the side quests, I did all the, like I did the backyard stuff, I fought the immortal one and things like that now. And it was just a great game to play at the end of the day. I really enjoyed it. So I recommend you get that. That is pretty much it now. I actually finished another game there last night, which was Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, and I really enjoyed that there. I just wish there was more Western games out though, because it's just one of those sort of settings slash themes or whatever that sort of hasn't really been touched though a lot. Like, there's been that, there's probably a few other ones, but like Call of Juarez, those games, Gun, Red Dead Revolver Redemption, there's probably a few other ones I don't know about though. I think Wild Arms, like one of them, has a kind of a Western theme, like those RPGs I think that sort of have a Western theme to them as well, I believe. Or a few of them do. So it's just one of those ones I really, because I really enjoyed playing it though. I just honestly really enjoyed it though. I thought like the story was kind of interesting, like the voice acting was pretty stellar though, like the presentation was good, and like it wasn't really a difficult game, like a medium. I was playing a medium though, so maybe I played harder for and found more of a challenge. Like I did die like certain times though, but it wasn't there wasn't like some times where a part you spend like an hour on trying to get past. There wasn't sort of like that kind of part that I had in this game, whereas in something like, you know, Killzone, where I got stuck doing the last part of it for like 2 hours before I got past it. I know. So anyway, that would be all now. I know it's pretty bloody long, it's like 30 minutes. You don't want to see me talking for 30 minutes, but if you survive the 3 parts, if you actually do watch all 3 parts, then well done, you win a prize, which is nothing. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later, so keep on gaming and rock on.